What's going on, guys? I am Switters, and this is your solo guide on how to complete the Act 2 final mission called Shepherd. So let's just jump into this. This is going to be difficult. This is not like the Act 1 final mission. This one's going to be hard. I mean, not that that one was super easy, but it was way easier than this one. So I hope you've been practicing. I hope you are feeling nimble and quick. And get your fingers warmed up because, like I said, this one is going to be no joke. As for my loadout, I use the SVA. The most important attachment on that is the 60-round magazine, which when you pack a punch it, it doubles. So every other attachment on it, you put on what you like. I don't even remember, to be honest with you, which attachments I used on this. Just make sure you're comfortable with it. And I would recommend having a secondary. This is not the kind of situation when you're in like tier 3 where you need to have a knife or just your fist because you're going to be running and needing to be moving super fast. You don't need to do that. So having a secondary weapon with you, again with a large clip, not a bad thing. I think I brought in the striker for this. A good size clip to it, not mega, big, but good enough. And then, of course, when you load in, I recommend Brain Rot. Whatever, if you have Ethereum crystals to upgrade your gun right off the bat, go ahead and do it. Whatever perks that you can craft that you need. I mean, Speed Cola is always great. Jug will be great. Deadshot Daiquiri is great. Whatever you like to use, use. Anything that you don't have pre-made that you can bring into the game with you, go ahead and do contracts at the beginning of the game and earn enough cash to double pack a punch or triple pack a punch if you want to. I go into this double packed. And again, buy whatever perks that you need or want. And one thing I do recommend for the boss fight is to buy a sentry gun from a buy station. Or if you can find one along the way as you're doing contracts, great. Find one, bring that with you. But I definitely recommend a sentry turret. Also, Casimir grenades will be great if you can get them. I highly, highly, highly recommend Casimir grenades. Other than that, use whatever tacticals that you think are best for you. I use Semtex, but you can use whatever you like. Casimir grenades, though, are great. Oh, and I nearly forgot. You're doing this solo. Bring in at least one extra self-revive. At least one extra self-revive. And, of course, the number one thing for solo players, armor, armor, armor. Somebody asked me how much armor should I bring. If you have an open slot in your rucksack, fill it with armor, period. That's how much armor you should bring. If you have a spot open for it, bring armor. That's it. Now that you've got yourself fully set up, go ahead and head to the spot on the map that's marked like this. You see the normal exfil spot, but with a little star on it. And just make sure you're not going to the first one. You want to go to the one that's marked Shepherd. Head to that. It's going to be in the tier 2 zone. And then just wait for the exfil copter to come in. And then we are off to the boss fight arena. Again, it's not an actual boss. We're going to be doing basically an escort contract. So it's very, very similar to that, although it's going to be the most hectic escort contract that you have ever done. When the exfil helicopter arrives at the site, we're going to go ahead and jump out and parachute. Now, this beach has a couple of booby traps, so don't just try to fly up all the way to the top of the beach because, as you can see right there, some bouncing betties. So there's not much as far as booby traps. There's a few of them here and there. It's fine. We're heading towards these 2 yellow markers that you can see in the building in front of you. There are some mercenaries between you and that building. Deal with them as they come up. Take cover when you need to. There are little individual buildings. I'm sure you've been to this part of the map before, so it's not completely unfamiliar to you. You can go into these same buildings that you can always go in. Some of them have chests in there. They might have armor, so definitely grab it if they do. And then let's just keep pushing forward. You don't need to spend a ton of time. These mercenaries are difficult, but they're not super difficult, so let's just keep moving forward. Now here I have arrived at the building. You can see me just getting shot there behind me, so I'm replating my armor. Again, this is why you need so much armor. This is why I stress it as a solo player so much. Armor, 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 because you're going to get shot a lot. They're going to take your armor off a lot, and you can kill them and get armor back, but you just never know how much you're going to get back versus how much you're spending. So anyhow, I went up to the top here. I don't think this is a bad play necessarily, but the thing to know here is I spent way too much time trying to take out these mercenaries over and over and over again, but it's a never-ending spawn. They're just going to keep coming. So just get enough kills where the downstairs area is fairly cleared out, and again, you don't have to come up here. It's just a nice perch that you can overlook everything from here. But once you're ready and you feel like you can get to where those yellow dots are, those are zip lines that will take you up to the roof. Just go ahead and go. I spent way too much time trying to take out all of the mercenaries, I didn't realize that they would just keep spawning. So take out enough of them that you have a clear path to get to the zip lines, and then just go. Chances are when you get to the zip line, like what happened to me, as soon as I attach myself to the zip line, I start getting shot. But they didn't take me out, and they probably won't take you out. They will let you actually go to the top of the building. I say probably, not definitely, but probably. It's a thing with the mercenaries that's kind of a pattern. They rip you immediately, they take your armor off immediately, but then even though they're still shooting at you, they tend to miss and give you time to heal and time to replate your armor. And now that we're on the roof, there are 2 SAM sites that we need to destroy. We just need to go up to them and place C4 on them, and they will explode. Now, this is much like what I was saying downstairs. You can take out all the mercenaries you want. They are going to continue to spawn and spawn and spawn. So, what you need to do, you see the 2 yellow dots, just get kills heading towards there, take cover when you need to, replate armor when you need to, but just keep moving forward towards it, and then plant the explosives. You may get shot a bit as you're actually placing it on there, but it's fine. Just go ahead and take a little bit of cover, replate, head to the next one, and then go ahead and plant the explosives there as well. And now comes the part of the mission where we actually do the escort, and this is where it gets hard. So we're again heading toward a yellow dot. You can see it right in front of us there, and we're going to jump. I made a mistake here. So as you can see where the yellow dot is, I'm going to go past that because there's some mercenaries right near that yellow dot. So I figured, oh, okay, I'll just go past that, take up a little bit of cover back here in this building. Maybe I'll check, see if there's anything in some chests in here. Well, turns out this place gets absolutely overrun with zombies, and I do mean overrun. So be very careful here. You can run out a side door. You don't need to go just immediately headlong into the mercenaries and try to take them all out. Look at all these zombies, man. It gets wild, I am telling you. You have space, go ahead and use it. You don't need to stay in this building, and you don't need to go directly at the mercenaries either. Heading out that side door would have been my best play, but I didn't know that I could do that at the time. So probably want to go to this area where I'm at right now where you can see that quick revive. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out the rest of these zombies that are coming at me, and then I'm going to make my way toward the ACV and a couple of mercenaries that we have to deal with over there, and let's get this escort contract started. And here you can see there's really only a couple of mercenaries that I have to deal with, so I think as you're jumping down from the top of that building, like I said, I overshot it and went to this building behind me now. I think just go ahead and drop right for the ACV and get it started. You can just take out a couple of mercenaries. The zombies will still come, but you'll be on the move, and you can just take them out as you're moving behind you. Now, from here on out, really, well, not completely, but for the 95% of this next bit, it's just an escort contract. It's just that there are very, very, very many zombies that will be attacking you, and they come fast. You're also going to get some mercenaries as well, so you're going to be getting shot a little bit as that's happening also. There's nothing particularly insightful I can give you as far as this goes other than be quick, be ready, and keep your trigger finger down. I mean, it's kind of all there is to it. You've done escort missions by now. You've probably done a lot of them. Like I said, that's all this is. It's just that it's a really hard one because of how many zombies that you get. You get manglers, you're going to have mimics, you're going to have mercenaries. Again, they're coming hard and fast. So field upgrades, great time for now. Energy mine would be very good for this. I like the Frenzied Guard as a solo. That way I can get my armor back immediately when I have very low health. So if I get hit again, it's taking my armor off and not my health. But totally up to you. Use what you are most comfortable with, and you can just see like how many zombies you have to deal with. So just make sure you're doubling back on yourself a little bit, picking up the armor that the zombies drop, and picking up the ammo that the zombies drop as well. At this point, we have now made it all the way around the building. We are out past the train tracks, and we are going to be driving out onto this grass area out here. Now, something to keep in mind. Look on your minimap as you're going through this, and I know this gets very hectic as a solo player. And this also works, obviously, for teams, but this is specifically directed towards solo players. This can obviously get super hectic. But keep an eye on your minimap because you'll notice that there are ammo depots as you're going through this. And you can see right now, I'm very low on ammo. I only have 43 rounds left, and I'm kind of panicking because I wasn't looking at my mini-map. I was just like, there's been so many zombies, I got to keep an eye out for where they're coming next, where are they coming from next. Check your mini-map. There are ammo depots out in this area, and you will be just fine. Go ahead and pick up some ammo when you need it. So just a few more feet further up the road and the ACV will come to a rest, and you need to activate the neutralizer. So here's where I put down my sentry gun. As you can see there, that's going to handle basically, hopefully, 1/2 of that tank that I need to protect. Again, this thing, you need to keep the health up. It can't get to 0 or else you fail this completely. So go ahead and activate it. Let the sentry turret do its work, and then don't panic, but you get a Mega Abomination. Now, here's the big thing to know about the Mega Abomination. You can almost completely ignore it. You do not have to kill this thing. I don't even think you should worry about shooting it at all. All you need to do is keep an eye on where it is and then get away from it. That's literally it. If it runs into you, okay, it hurts a little bit, not that big a deal. What you really don't want is when it does its kind of lightning attack that it shoots out of its 3 heads and that hits you, will take your armor and it slows you way down. So that's what you really need to be worried about. Other than that, you can kind of, like I said, just ignore that thing and just stay away from it. Now, again, just focus, keep the zombies off of the ACV as much as possible. Here's a great time maybe for the Casimir grenades. Anything else you might have, your tacticals, whatever you got, now's the time to use it, because this is at the very end and we're ready to go. And then you will get this notification that it is finally ready for you to set off. And congratulations, because that was not easy solo. Like, truly not easy solo. I've done everything in this game solo so far, and this was the hardest. So if you did this solo, congratulations, much respect to you. It's, like I said, it's definitely not easy. I'm not going to ruin the end cutscene for you, although it is posted on my channel. But if you haven't seen it yet, I'll let you see it for yourselves when you get to that point. Anyways, guys, if this was helpful, please do leave a like and subscribe. Helps me out big time, and I would greatly appreciate it. Have a great day, and another video coming very soon. Take care, guys.